Today I have a new background. Well, just a different placement because I wanted to look more intellectual with the books behind me. Did it change anything? No. Creating content for medical education is a joy, but it takes a village, especially when you want to grow. So I have had some experience working with different freelancers at different points in my content creation journey, but even though I had heard a lot about Fiverr, I had never tried it before. Fiverr was known, as its name suggested, the place where you would get someone to do almost anything for $5. So like any content creator, I always looked at the website almost like a gag. Hey you! Looking for someone to create and send a handmade card wishing your father a happy birthday? Asking him why he was emotionally unavailable? Why he neglected all the Father's Day gifts you crafted with love? Why did he decide to build a second family when he already had one? For as low as $5, we can make it happen. But things have changed a lot. The platform has grown quite a bit, and from what I have noticed, become a huge marketplace for digital freelance work. I decided to create an account and give it a go. A quick disclaimer, I have not been paid by Fiverr to do this video. I just wanted to share my experience with you. So, I had a couple ideas in mind to create posts for social media. My budget was relatively low since this is my first trying the platform and I didn't want to go all in. So I didn't want to spend more than 50 euros per project. So very low, as you can see. And the two ideas I had were to create a short video where we build the image of a human heart with art supplies. And the second one, to create a structure of a neuron with food. Since I wanted to create craft videos, I searched for, well, craft videos on Fiverr. The first profile that caught my eye was Alime's profile, I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly, called Cheesecake95. Her videos were very well produced and it was definitely within my budget. So I contacted her, explained what I had in mind for my first project, and we agreed to do a short video where she would break down the image of the heart, build it up again on camera, and label it. And this was the result. My first idea was to create the actual image of the heart from scratch, but that would have gone beyond my budget, and Alime mentioned that she did not have a background in human anatomy. Alime was super friendly and open to finding an alternative, so she suggested taking the image I sent her and cut it into pieces. Then on camera she would glue those pieces together and label them, so we did that. She definitely delivered what we agreed on, and I was pretty happy with the results, I must say. The only thing was that the left ventricle was incorrectly labeled. But keep this in mind, Alime offered to make revisions, but since it would require a bit more work, I decided to leave it as it is. Like I mentioned, I had another project in mind, and this time I had even sketched it out on my notebook. I wanted to create a structure of a neuron with food. Yes, food. I stumbled upon Sadia's profile with a screen named Sadia_crafts1. I saw lots of craft videos, but nothing food related. So I contacted her explaining my crazy idea. She replied saying that she was up for the challenge. And so she came back to me with this. The original idea was to have an egg be the body of the neuron, then use spaghetti for the axons and olives for the Schwann cells. I did not make that mandatory. Those were just suggestions on my sketch. I just wanted the end result to be a neuron made entirely with food items. That was the main goal. So Sadia used whatever she had in her pantry at the time, and she used the egg for the body, but a boiled one. Used what looks like either dyed spaghetti or candy strings. And for the Schwann cells, she used what seems to be okra. In general, I was pretty happy with the result. And both projects were within the 50 euro budget that I had. And you can see at the end, she also labeled some of the structures. And that was my experience with Fiverr in general for the budget that I had, and for the projects I wanted to create, I was impressed. Both freelancers were super responsive and friendly, but my gut feeling says if you want to do something of higher quality or even with someone with a medical background, you probably need to consider a higher budget. But Fiverr seems to now have freelancers from different backgrounds and even different levels. It is no longer the ridiculously cheap freelance platform it used to be. It's now a fully realized platform where freelancers can offer their work as a one-off product, which is super convenient for creators like us that are looking for a helping hand with our projects. Now, I am curious to know if you have ever used Fiverr before. Tell me how your experience was in the comments below. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel here and like this video if you're interested in this format. Till then, I will see you next time.